Tonight begins the rebellion. Number 11 is down. I think that before we can expect the trucks to be kind to us, we have to be kind to them. We're with you, so long as you keep up your end of the bargain. I believe a new day is dawning, one in which we can all get along just a little bit better. Just give this diesel a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Send for the new diesel at once. Rusty, my friend, it is good to see you. You too, Victor. I've brought those parts you asked for. Excellent. We will need them. Victor, how is Oliver? I wish I could say he was doing better. How long have those two been there? A while. I think there's going to be something for them to take back to the smelters. Well, they're wrong. There won't be anything, will there? It's not an easy job, my friend. Especially with an engine so old. If we had better quality parts, maybe. Or an engineer who knew more about his design. As it is, I don't know. Well, I'm sure he'll pull through. He's got to. I have faith in you, Victor. You're the best at what you do. Perhaps, my friend, perhaps. But that doesn't mean I'm the best at what needs to be done. Ugh, I don't know about you, Mavis, but Ari and Bert give me the creeps. Oh dear, what have they done now? They've been stalking around the steamworks. They remind me of vultures or crows, like they know when someone is going to die. Like they know when something bad is going to happen. Oh dear. I swear, it's diesels like Ari and Bert that give the rest of us a bad name. Au contraire, Mavis. Whatever Ari and Bert and their like may do, it is ultimately the steam engines who give the rest of us diesels what you call a bad name. Jasper, what I think Mavis means is that because some diesels are bad, a lot of people think that all diesels are bad. That is hardly an excuse to blame the creation of such stereotypes on the quote-unquote bad diesels themselves. No reasonable person or engine should ever judge an entire group by the actions of a few, and yet the steam engines have chosen to do so. Even when they acknowledge so-called good diesels, they see them as the minority. If you don't believe me, I suggest you drop by Tidmouth's sheds at night and listen to the speculation about the new diesel who is coming to fill Oliver's absence. It is not, I must say, very kind or welcoming. Well, Jasper, I should hardly think that you could base such a broad assumption as that on what you observe at Tidmouth's sheds alone. I will say that that particular collection of engines is a little bit biased. Old-fashioned engines with old-fashioned values they are. Huh. So, what does that make us? Honestly, I don't know what to expect from this new diesel. We have heard nothing about it other than that the Earl purchased it. I suppose we can only hope it's going to be friendly, but I make no guarantees. Oh, give it a rest, you two. At least wait a few more minutes so you can meet the diesel before you make any assumptions about them. Now, James, since when have you been such an optimist about diesel kind? I remember a time when you were one of the strongest opponents of dieselization. I'm still a strong opponent of dieselization, but this is just one engine. They're only going to be here temporarily. I suppose you could say that recent events have opened my mind a bit. Besides, all I'm saying is not to judge a book by its cover.
You're quite right, James. If nothing else, I hope that you all give this diesel a fair chance. Speaking of which, they should be arriving very soon from the mainland.
Aha! Look, Sir Stephen, here it comes now. Engines of the Northwestern Railway. This is Melody, the high-speed diesel. I hope you will all give her a very warm welcome. How do you do, Melody? My name is James. The salesman did inform me that unfortunately Melody is unable to speak. However, I still believe that she will be a valuable addition to your railway, and that she will be a really useful engine while she is here.
Well, that's all right, I suppose. Welcome, Melody. I am Sir Topham Hatt, the controller of the Northwestern Railway. James here will be showing you how to run the line.
That's right. Let's not waste any more time then. Follow me, Melody. I'll show you what to do. Unable to speak. How very peculiar.
Yes, peculiar is the word.
And here we are, last stop of the tour. This is Brendam, our largest port. You'll come here a lot for passengers who want to get on or off ships. I suppose I should mention that all these jobs that you'll be doing while you're here, they're usually mine. I'm just filling in for another engine while he's, in the works. You know, I guess I do find it a little unusual that you can't talk. But it's not bad. It's just different, that's all. Anyways, I think you're going to do very well here. You're a good listener. Well, anyways, don't forget, tomorrow morning, bright and early at Knapford Station, at 7 o'clock to Kirk Ronan. Well, I hope you remember where the sheds are. Have a good one, Melody. Right on time, James. I must say, you're fitting in very well on the Little Western. Even Oliver is never this quick with deliveries. Well, Oliver didn't get to pull nice, helpful trucks.
No, sadly he didn't.
All the same, I do enjoy this work, actually. It's a nice break from the mainline passenger work. I hear Melody's been doing a nice job with the trains, though.
Yes, she is a bit of a queer one, though, isn't she?
I mean, she doesn't talk, but she does work hard, so that's something. Yes, but I don't know, she just seems kind of unsettling.
I must agree with Percy there, James. I simply can't trust an engine with whom I can't carry on a straight conversation.
Oh, come on now. We've no reason to suspect any kind of malicious intent from her.
That's just it. We've no reason to think anything at all of her. She's a complete mystery, an enigma. We know nothing about her personality. We really know nothing about her.
Except that she's a diesel. And I should say that this island has seen more than its fair share of the worst that diesels can do. I still remember, it was only a year ago when I had a glimpse into the future. A world where Sodor had been laid to waste by diesel kind. Who's to say that isn't Melody's twisted idea of a utopia?
Like it or not, James, dieselization is happening all across the world. Poor Oliver and Toad had to experience it firsthand on the Great Western. I was lucky enough to be brought to Sodor before it began, but they were born into a world where diesels were already stealing their home from them. It's lucky they both made it out with their lives. But that doesn't mean...
Never mind. I'm just gonna go. I'll see you guys later. And you know, you really should give Melody more of a chance.
Well, if it isn't my old comrade Grant of Eurorail. How goes it, my friend? I'm alright. Just had to pick up this goods train and run it back to Barrow. Crinkets has been running us ragged lately. And what about you, Gordon? You look like something's clouding up your smoke box. Yes, well, one of our engines recently had an accident, and the Earl of Sodor somehow talked our fat controller into bringing a new diesel to the island to fill his absence. Oh. A diesel, you say? Yes, the Earl claims she is unable to speak, but I can't shake the suspicion that there might be something more to her silence. But there's no real evidence, of course. Am I jumping to conclusions? Perhaps, but you should never trust an engine who won't speak to you, especially a diesel. Diesels are a nasty sort, the lot of them. They creep onto railways one by one, and then send the steam engines off in a blur into the void of irrelevance. I've seen it happen on too many railways, Gordon. I do not wish the same for the Northwestern. Well, she does work hard, I suppose. Runs the trains on time, the passengers like her. You think it's all an act? I don't think, Gordon. I know. Just when you think this diesel is trustworthy, just when you think they're only there to work hard, they will turn on you. And you will have no power to stop it. How can you be so sure? Why don't you ask your brothers? Yes, I've read about your class, Gordon. Their pitfall was putting their faith in the wrong kind of engine. And now there's just you and Scotsman. Do not follow in your brothers' tracks, Gordon. Be the strong one. Be the one to oust this scum from your railway. Be the one to protect everyone. And so I shall.